Ever since I released my finals video, I've been getting comments all over my social medias from people saying this game will die in 2 months, overhyped, XDefiant was better. And to those people, I say, you are free to think what you think. But I personally see the potential in this game, and I think I know why some may not see that potential. What up, everybody? It's your favorite Dutch Cookie, and today I'm going to be breaking down a little bit why I feel that the finals can be an actual contender in the FPS space for a while. So I have to start with the most obvious reason. Since about 2010, 2011, social media for the generation below me has made their lives move at a much faster rate, and in turn, they demand things at the same rate. It's kind of why long-form content has slowly dissipated and short-form content has been more welcome. And no, I'm not blaming Gen Z like the rest of the old niggas just like me. I'm just saying that I grew up in a time where you had to wait. You wanted to play the new COD, you had to go to a midnight release for COD at GameStop. There was no beta tests, there weren't any play tests, and yes, there was social media at the time, but at the time, it wasn't being used to bash your favorite developers. But now, times have changed. So many game types, from PC, console, and even mobile, hold public playtests in hopes by bringing in possible future players, they'll get real feedback from the people playing their game. Problem is, in today's time, if something isn't near perfect from the start, the initial reaction is, oh, this game is gonna die. There's just no belief in the devs or their games anymore. If the UI isn't to someone's liking, the TTK feels too high or too low, the colors aren't pretty enough, immediately people flock to the comments and type, this game sucks, the dev sucks, this game is trash, and a bunch of other unwarranted crap. We have to remember that, yes, there will be bugs. TTKs may be too high or too low. But isn't that the point of playtesting? Giving the player a chance to recognize and criticize constructively, the operative word here, constructively, and then relay that information in a non-toxic way to the devs? Now, if a development team is getting all this feedback and ignoring it, that's one thing. And from there, feel free to call it trash, but no one is giving these games a chance to actually make the tweaks to appease the community. And I shouldn't say all games, because some games people are, but we're gonna just keep on this specific one. I feel like specifically for the finals, people are just too quick to jump the gun on just calling it bullshit and then it's just gonna die. It hasn't been around long enough. Anyways, let's forget opinions. Let's talk numbers. At the time of me writing this script, the concurrent player base at 6:44 a.m. for the finals is, okay, we see this number? Yeah. And if you think I screenshotted this at a different time of the day, here is the time. 6:46 a.m. as you can see on the screen from my computer. Now, what does that number say? Right above us, right? Steam thing? Okie dokie. Now, as you can see from the chart, this game has consistently been keeping around 120,000 players at any given time of day or night. To me, that is the sign of a game people are enjoying. As a side note, I think people seem to forget the finals has done something almost no games do at all while playtesting, except for COD, and I know XDefiant did do that, so I will give them their credit. But that is, this beta went out to everyone. Okay, they didn't exclude any of the major consoles. And yes, I said major, so GG Nintendo Switch, you know, you can't really mess with the big daddies of console gaming, sorry. But yeah, it didn't go out to PC and then a year later PS5 and Xbox. It went out to next gen consoles and PC all at the same time. With crossplay, so you can play with friends, and it launched with no invite issues, like a lot of these other games have. But this is something that seems to be ignored because a percentage of people are only scratching the surface and then judging from there. So let me propose a question. Let's say there was a new type of pizza, and that pizza was behind a glass case. And you could taste test it, you just have to open the glass. Now, do you think you could make a fair assumption of the pizza by just looking at it through the glass? Or opening it and then touching it but never really tasting it. And yes, I'm using a pizza metaphor because I'm a big fucking dude and food makes me happy. Anywho's. Or would you need to try a slice of the pizza? Taste the sauce. Pause. Taste the meats. Pause. That is the problem with gaming today. You can't get a real feel for a game if you only play a match or two. It takes a good, I'm gonna say at minimum, 5 to about 10 matches to get a real grip of how a game's mechanics work, how they work in conjunction with teammates and other players and the environment, etc., etc. You have to wait on judgments after you've at least played for a couple of days. Some of the best reviewers on YouTube always, and I mean always, play a game for hours. Some upward to 100 or so, just consistently playing 8 to 12 hours a day for entire betas before even speaking on the game or making any type of judgments or any type of review videos on it at all. The big problem is most games now have a lot of movement, so it isn't just boots on the ground, basic musket firing anymore. There is a thing that has always been prevalent, but now even more so, and that's called skill gap. Years ago, if you had good aim, you were a god. But now you need good aim, you need good movement, you need good map awareness, and the understanding of whatever abilities are involved in the game. And not only that, how those abilities play into your fights and the overall play of the game. And you need all that just to be the average casual player. Every player has to have that understanding now. And because of this, the skill gap has grown enormous between the average and the elites. And that skill gap is what makes people quit quickly, because for some people, after 1 or 2 matches, boom, they are already trick shotting you. But that comes with the territory. You don't run, you get better, best as you can, and enjoy yourself, because at the end of the day, it is just a game. Now again, I'm not shitting on anybody's opinion, okay? I'm just being honest on my feelings about this game in general. I think before we say the game is going to die, it might be best to let it live. Let the game release. See what content comes or doesn't come. And if Embark Studios shits the bed and then the game dies, then you just move the fuck on. Or if they push good content, you play. It's video games, folks. You don't have to like everything, but the assumption it will die only does one thing when you assume. It makes an ass of you, not me. All right, I'm bullshit, but seriously, give the game a chance to actually release. See how it does first. And then, you know, a few months down the line, whenever it actually does come out, a couple months or so after it's been out for a while, then we can get into the this game is gonna die thing. Okay, but we're in a stage where they're trying to develop the game so the player will enjoy it. Like, that's where I think people are disconnecting from. We're missing the whole point of having a beta. The whole point, because you have to remember, they don't have to let us play. They can do what they've been doing since multiplayer games have existed and just play testing in-house and then releasing it to you later and then fixing whatever needs to be fixed with patches. But they're not doing that anymore. They're bringing you into the process of trying things and seeing it and getting in and finding out what's good and what's not, so they can make those adjustments for us. So when the release comes, motherfuckers can be happy. But the thing is, you motherfuckers need to be happy. Stop bitching. I'm not saying everybody bitching, but a lot of you motherfuckers is bitching, B. You feel what I'm saying? Quit complaining, get his shit a chance first, man. And then, okay, if it blows ass, then it blows ass, and it just is what it is, bro. Okay, I've watched plenty of games blow up, right? It just is what it is, bro. Like, there are plenty of games that I didn't like that have come out recently. And a perfect example, me personally, I didn't find XDefiant that fucking good. I thought it was boring. I thought it was a generic ass 2008 bullshit arena style shooter with nothing really going for it. But that was my opinion. I never told anybody really that opinion unless somebody asked me what I thought about it. I wasn't on XDefiant's Twitter page calling the game trash and letting them know that this shit was gonna die. I didn't do any of that because I knew there were people who felt like they were enjoying it. So that's what it boils down to, man. Gaming and games and beta tests, they only boil down to two major important factors, and then I'm done. One, is the shit fun to you as a player? Two, is the shit not fun to you as a player? Whichever one of these you fall into, just let it be what it be and let those who are enjoying it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it for me, man. I'm gonna get high, have a look. Can I say that? Let me not say that. I gotta stop saying that in videos. I'm going to go partake in certain libations, okay? And then guess what? I'm actually not gonna go play the finals. I gotta go play Valorant and Apex because today is the updates for both. But eventually I'm gonna go play the finals because I wanna get some in before the beta is over. Once the game actually does come out and it's been a little bit, maybe we'll revisit this. You know, maybe I'll go live, we'll play, we can talk and see where everybody feels. Because like I said, man, I'm not knocking nobody's opinion. Not everybody's going to like everything, right? It just is what it is. I'm just saying, wait a little bit, okay? We've had 4 days worth of beta testing. Like, goddamn, folks. All right, I'm out.